All right. Hey, my name's Kevin Horwell. Welcome to Crossing Out the Eye. I'm sorry it's been a hot minute since the last time that I posted a video. I got a new job, and so I had to move into a new apartment and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm sure many of you understand what that's like. So I'm trying to get started on working on new videos and putting some more stuff out there. Speaking of which, Merry Christmas. It is the Christmas season right now. I think we're, like 6 days in? Honestly, Christmas has always been perhaps the second holiday that I enjoyed. Um, Easter and the season of Lent, I definitely always enjoyed more up until this point. But this season of Advent and Christmas in particular has been very hopeful for me. And that's been very helpful for me because, obviously the Lord, He gives us our due seasons and the times and places that we need them. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today because I know a lot of people kind of struggle with the season of Christmas, whether that's because of the loss of a loved one or they're feeling lonely. They may be in an apartment all by themselves, like me. So I definitely empathize with that. So, like I said, Christmas has never really been my favorite holiday, at least recently. Obviously, when I was a kid, I really, really liked Christmas. Easter was, we have to get, dress up and go to church, and that isn't nearly as fun as opening presents. But this Christmas in particular, I've definitely been going through some things in my own personal life that make me very glad for the season of Christmas and the hope that that brings. I think something that's really important that doesn't get talked about enough is the fact that it is the season of hopefulness. What that actually means, because hope isn't just like, starry eyed, everything's going to turn out fine, I know it, it's, God's got my back. Too blessed to be stressed is another one that I've heard. It's very common parlance. And frankly, that's ridiculous. Like, let's be real. Because, let's be honest, there's a lot of crappy things that kind of happen in this world and in our lives. And it can be really hard to deal with sometimes. I'm sure you're all familiar with the biblical phrase that Jesus says in the New Testament, I came that you could live life and live it to the fullest. Now, what I've kind of come to realize, number one, is that to the fullest obviously means to the proper limit of it, right? And the second point is that because many people will take that as I'm going to be happy to the fullest, I'm going to be so joyful and all of this great stuff. And that's good. I approve of this message. However, that's not all that that means. It also means that you take sorrow and you take desolation and you take anger and you take frustration and you can take all these negative feelings, and that is part of living life to the fullest. And that kind of ties in, I think, with what I was just talking about in this Christmas season. Allowing the Lord to use those emotions in your life, these things in your life that are happening. And I will never deny that it sucks. It really does. So it's not just a matter of, oh, there's something bigger and better for you on the horizon. That's not quite all that there is. So we're always called to live in the present moment, the right now, this particular moment. And sometimes that moment really is not great. And I know that, you may be struggling with loneliness or anxiety or depression this Christmas season. And you may feel like something's wrong with you because that's just not what you're supposed to be feeling right now. But remember that even in that, Christ is here. He came to you. You don't have to go out and find him. He's here to give us life, to give us joy. So I really urge you this Christmas season, even if you are experiencing these negative emotions that we've talked about, it's okay to live into those things in a healthy way and still be hopeful because you know that our Lord came for you and he's here for you. Spend some time with him today. spend some time with baby Jesus and adult Jesus. You might be surprised at what you find. God bless.